What? Hold on, guys. I'm on a live, Maribel. I'm on a live. What happened? All right, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome in, welcome in. We got a serious situation happening around the world. I got to get everything set up here. Whew! What the hell is going on? What in the world is going on? We got fires all over the country. We got fires in Canada. We had a earthquake over the weekend in Jersey. Bigger one today. Volcano in Russia. You know, guys, I'm not gonna, my wife says don't comment, but I have to. There might be something going on with the weather. And Maribel's like, okay. Now, I think this is where we got to separate politics. There's something going on. There's no doubt in my mind. There's major fires in Vegas right now. I'm inside. I can't even do this video outside. The air quality, Maribel's coughing, it's really bad. I might have to postpone my camp show. Hello, everybody. Come on in. We're going to talk about pretty much everything's on fire. Grand Canyon. Before I go any further, thank you so much for being here. I don't want to worry everybody, but the air quality in Vegas and everywhere else is just horrendous. This is just out of control. Now, we don't know. Arson, this and that. Maybe some is contributing to this. But Canada, Santa Barbara, California, beautiful Santa Barbara, and other parts of the world, Canada, and Vegas. So I woke up this morning, I'm like, what's going on? Maribel says, whoa, I haven't been outside yet. So the air quality is horrendous. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm finding some of these photos here that's going on now. This here, that is in beautiful, beautiful Arizona. The volcano, the Grand Canyon is having problems. By the way, we talked about Yellowstone National Park, animals leaving. Do you guys remember who was on my live the other day? Hello, everybody, all my moderators, Lemon J, Crystal, and Janine. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Sit down and enjoy this video, and because this is something that we really gotta think about and get everybody's perspective. You know, because there's certainly, I mean, I woke up this morning. My wife says, "Sal," I go, "What? What, Maribel?" She says, "Russia." I go, "What happened?" She says, the volcano erupted. Holy shit. And they're saying, the experts, are saying it has to do with that 8.8 earthquake. And that earthquake in New Jersey, it was a small one, 3.0, but family and relatives said they felt it in New York and Jersey, another one today. Weird. Just weird. Now, just happens with weather? Maybe. Am I overreacting? That's up to you guys to consider. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that so much. Let me pin that in there. Thank you for being here, Crystal. I appreciate you. But we need to talk about it. We need to discuss this on what's going on with the weather. And here in Vegas, like I said, it's I'll take you outside a little bit and show you on how the air quality. It's just the smoke, and it's all the way from Northern California. Now, has anybody else experienced that? If you're on here from Canada, now, these are the states. So we have Santa Barbara, California, 65,000 acres. Before I go any farther, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the moderators on here. We have a great short. Maribel, we had a great day today. We helped out a lady. It was her last day on the street. And let's just say this. She won't be there on the street anymore. So Maribel gave her a little something, and we gave her a little McDonald's, and her dog. And yes, I went back and took care of her dog, and just don't want to show every little video. But if you're new to the channel, we're helping out homeless tremendously. We're making a huge dent. I'm hoping that in the next month or two, you're not going to find many at all, as we're putting them into some nonprofits. And Donald Trump, love or hate him, we're not going to get into the politics part of this on this meteorology. I just want to say, hate or love him, He's doing big things here in Vegas. Democrats are too. So when I have to give credit, because I have people that are watching me, well, Sal, what about Democrats are helping out on this particular matter too. So shout out to the Democrats, Republicans, and Trump on helping out the homeless. And so check out my shorts on there. All right, we're gonna get back to this. So now the Grand Canyon mulcha fires. Crystal says one third of the mountain range is already got. There's some weird things happening. We've never. Well, I'll take that back. I've never experienced so much of the air quality like this in Vegas. I guess one at a time. And the earthquake 8.8 was very rare. It's happened before. Weather can be repeating itself too. But West Coast, now I'm going to read the states. Arizona, 100,000 acres. 100,000. Nevada, on fire. Idaho, 30,000 acres. Seattle, mega fire. Mega fire. Evacuation in parts of California, in certain areas of Santa Barbara, and other parts of the San Robles and other areas there on evacuation. Grand Canyon area, they're letting people into the Grand Canyon, but they're saying they're limiting the people. Canada, 16.3 million acres in Canada. Crazy an amount of fire. I just can't believe it. I'm still shocked when I wake up to hear all this. And woods is on fire. It's a shame. The beautiful forest, trees burning down. So now we don't know what's going on. Like, hold on, breaking news. Hold on, breaking news. What happened? Oh, really? So they're saying now there's different things we're hearing about these fires. Crystal coming in through for 5 membership. Crystal, thank you so much. You do not have to do that. You've done so much. It's not unnoticed. Now, if you're on here and you just got a membership, make sure if you're on here, let Crystal know. Thank you very much. And if you want to continue the membership to the next month, that's great. But make sure you look for the notification. Robert, Nelly, and Stephen Smith. All right. And Terry, our friend Terry. Terry, where you at? Terry coming through strong the other day on a nice donation. He's got a gifted membership from Crystal Richmond. Gregory stopping in and saying hello. Appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, come on board and like and subscribe. I'm going to lower the writing here. We have 303 in the chat. If you're just coming in, Scooby's in the house. Hello, Scooby. Hope you're doing good, sir. JFF88 is in the house as well. Weird, interesting weather in the West Coast. Canada, and many more areas. Crystal dropping a bomb for Sal and Maribel. $20 donation. Thank you so much, Crystal. You can hear Maribel in the background. Thank you, Crystal. Right to the homeless on her part and my part as well. So thank you so much, Crystal, for your sponsoring today's live. Appreciate all the memberships in the green. As 100%, be looking at the camera. 100,000% goes to the homeless, fighting homeless. We're able to do that when we can, and thank you all for your support. On today's video, we're talking about weird events. Earthquakes in New Jersey over the weekend. Yes, it's happened before. Major earthquake in Russia. It's happened before, but 8.8. Tsunamis all over the West Coast. Thank goodness, thank God it wasn't out of control. And now part of the Santa Barbara areas of California is on fire. Again, Canada, acres, 16.3 million acres on fire, 65,000 acres across California. Here in Las Vegas, air quality is horrendous, horrible to breathe. And speaking of which, the homeless people are having a very difficult time out there. We fight homeless on here. We're going to continue checking up on them again, probably later on tonight, giving them water. As the air quality is. Richard's in the house. Here to say hello to our other moderator. Is horrendous. Now, in the Grand Canyon, it's out of control. Months of fires in the Grand Canyon area. So we don't know. I mean, it's hard to believe that you say it's just coincidence because, I mean, it's too much. Now, the main reason is a lot of these areas is dry. Grand Canyon's been very dry. No moisture, no rain for a while. California. Guys, I hate to say this, but there's more to the weather right now. There's something going on, and that's up to you guys, not me, to share your opinion. Climate change, some kind of warning, global warning happening, or just crazy times for weather. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a little bit bizarre because we're not just talking fires. You're talking volcanoes in Russia today due to the earthquake, and then not to mention we're going to be getting into hurricane season. Remember, we had Hurricane Milton last year, big hurricane, 2 hurricanes in Florida last year. What was the other one called? When we had Hurricane Milton and the other ones. Anyhow, we got, weather is just, it seems to be, for me, in my opinion, for me, and Maui too. Thank you, Janine. And Maui too, that's right. Thank you, Janine. For me, it's strange weather. And it's a lot worse. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's more events happening. We've been getting more rain in Vegas than we ever did. So there's something going on. I don't care what anybody says, and my uncle would say, you sound like a Democrat. No, I sound like Sal Capano. I don't know how much is going on, but there's something going on. It's getting worse and worse and worse. It's not about Democrat, Republican. The problem is with the climate change and all that, I just don't know, how much do we actually know and how much do we actually spend? That's up to you guys. I'm just covering today's topic. It's just nuts right now. And waking up this morning and smelling the smoke, and then I had to do some research. I didn't know Santa Barbara was on fire. Now, Crystal, you're in California. Anybody else in parts of California, in Northern California, you want to share what you're seeing or what you're smelling and how bad the air quality is? I mean, it is orange everywhere. Anybody feel like, what the hell happened here? My chat, guys, my chat is freezing time to time. If I try to get into the messages after we get into this a little bit, I apologize, but the chat just froze up. Okay, live in California but left. Cindy, hello, Cindy. Appreciate you guys being here. Anybody in those areas of Grand Canyon or Arizona area, Flagstaff, San Diego, super hazy and smoky? Noda, thank you for sharing. Yeah, it seems like, it looks like that here in Vegas right now. Judgment Day has arrived. Judgment Day. Hello, Daniel. Veronica. Hello, Veronica. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And this live is being sponsored by Crystal Richmond, our loyal moderator, and who's been here for a long time. So we thank Crystal who's able to continue these lives and help out the homeless when we can. Appreciate you guys being here. Judgment Day. I don't know. Is the guy upstairs? I don't judge. Whatever you believe in, I said the guy upstairs, it's God, is, something happening, or are we just going through some kind of weather change pattern? I don't know. California's burning again. Jim, hello. New Brunswick, Canada's in the house. Steve, hello, Steve. Hello, Steve. Hello, Joe. And Andrew. Hello, Andrew. Stewart. Andrew, thank you for being the number 3rd top fan. Appreciate you. Weather changes. Weather changes. Sure. Weather changes. Could be. Weather going through a change. Just a lot of fires, though, Andrew. A lot of fires. You got to say, a lot of fires. And I tell you, have I smelled the smoke here in Las Vegas before from California? Oh, yeah, absolutely. But today, it's pretty bad. Vegas is showing 25-mile visibility and moderate air quality. Thank you for our sideline meteorologist, Lemon J, our sideline meteorologist. Thank you, Lemon J, for being here and giving us that report. Yeah, that's why I'm inside, because my wife said, are you going to really smoke a cigar tonight? I'm like, maybe. No. So anyhow, what's going on, Detroit? Hello, Detroit's in the house. Let me read some of the acres that are on fire. Canada, 16.3 million acres on fire. Anybody can tell us from our Canada what you're hearing there? How's the air quality and what are you hearing? In Santa Barbara in California, 65,000 acres. Trying to get some of it in control. Arizona, 100,000 acres. That's 100,000 acres. Before I go any further, thank you so much for liking and subscribing on this video. 100,000 acres in California. Grand Canyon is getting to the point now where they're limiting tourist people to come in to see the Grand Canyon. Adrian Nunez is in the house. Adrian, thank you for sponsoring the video there, and I appreciate you. Las Vegas, excuse me, Nevada, northern Nevada is on a high alert, high quality. Also here in Las Vegas, Idaho, acres are burning in Idaho. Seattle, burning. So we have intense fires and evacuation all over the, well, I would say all over, but a lot of the West Coast, including Canada. I don't know, but it's definitely strange because, you know, every year, as somebody says, weather changes. The Birders Away podcast wants to stop in and say hello. I agree, weather does change, but I just named up these states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states and Canada. I don't know. That's a little too many. But I don't know. And then, you know, when you throw in a volcano today and an 8.8 earthquake, Mr. A, and you're talking, you know, hot humidity in Puerto Rico, where my wife's family's from, 104 to 108 degrees, Maribel, in Puerto Rico. Humidity at 80%. Heat index 115. You got to be kidding me. Adrian Nunez is helping sponsor today. Lots of fires on the West, for sure. Lots of fire. I mean, you got people that are conservatives. Conservative people I'm meeting. Mr. A, there might be something in this climate change kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's crazy. Thank you very much, Adrian. Appreciate it. So, you know, it's kind of bizarre to me. We'll have to see. Armageddon. Carla, thank you for being here. You know, if it was just the fires, stay with me, guys. If it was just the fires happening right now, and we didn't have the earthquake and the volcano, and Yellowstone animals are leaving, if none of that was happening and just the fires, I'd say, okay, dry time of the year, these things happen. Fires, weather changes. Okay, but humidity in Puerto Rico, back east, 105 degrees. Vegas has been relatively nice until now. Rain, more rain I'm seeing in Vegas. So I don't know. It's something worth, it's definitely something worth to discuss. I appreciate everybody being here. Something also for me that the meteorologists, scientists can at least, who have, you know, open mind, can look into a little farther. I like to see that because, you know, it's starting now to really make you wonder a little bit. It really does. It makes you wonder. Now, I think certain parties get carried away with it, but there's something happening. Yeah, the world is burning. I mean, half of West Coast is burning. Fires. I mean, they got it under control. Hey, shout out to our first responders and fire departments over the West Coast or anywhere, and for risking their life in the heat and the fire. So I say thank you for anybody who has a family member or anybody who has a relative or yourself maybe who work for the fire department or first responders. I say salute and thank you for your service. All right, I'm going to read some comments, but if you're just coming in, today's topic is the intense fires through the West Coast and Canada. And in the United States, in the USA, the average wildfires is 62,000. And then that message went away, Lemon J. I apologize. Terry, you are now a member. Oh my goodness, how awesome. Thank you, Miss Crystal. I've been waiting for, whoa, yes. She donated 10 memberships, 5 memberships. So that was very, very nice. And you deserve it, Terry. So thank you, Crystal. And yeah, guys, you know, I'm just saying, I'm trying not to make this into any kind of, you know, whatever. I'm just giving out what's happening. You can't ignore this. This is out there, you know. So when people come across, well, it's climate change. Well, we don't know. But there's something definitely wrong. There's definitely. That's a lot of fires. Crazy. Let me just show you this real quick here. Let me go to my green screen here. So this is, what the heck is this? That's lightning strikes. We got lightning strikes. I mean, this is something put in your name here since it's all normal. It's all normal. Yeah. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. Thank you for being here. Put your name here. Normal. It's all normal. You know what's not normal is this tea. I'm drinking some tea. It's not normal. Climate has always been changing. Adrian with the donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Adrian. Let me see if I can go back to it. Salford, Nevada's next governor. Screw Lombardo. Yeah, we won't see him anymore. He's gone. He watches our channel, Adrian. He watches. He said, who's this guy? He's Italian like me. He thinks he's going to be... Yeah. Hey, listen, everybody has their different opinions, guys. I'm not saying spend money on global change or anything like that. But, and I've always said there's nothing, weather kind of repeats itself. I've always said that. I'm just saying this, guys. This is my opinion. And by the way, be free to interact with everybody in here. Just be, be respectful. Be respectful to the other people you're talking to. Thank you so much. And look, you got Santa Barbara, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Seattle, Canada, Russia, earthquakes, volcanoes, Puerto Rico humidity. Maribel says it's been years. Humidity back east. Yeah, weather can change. I get it. But a little too much altogether, no? USA averages annual wildfires 62,277 and 7.02 million. So I'm going to, if you guys read Lemon J's there, she's just given up some facts that what she's reading, and you guys can comment on that. Gladys says end of times. And I think I missed the comment I wanted to see. Crystal, I went into Newsom's wife's personal LLC account. Oh, it went. I went. Sorry. Woo, I'm sorry, Crystal. It went. Sorry, I'm trying to read all these messages. Crystal did not go. It went. The money for the fires. Yeah, look, guys. Everybody has their opinion, and they're probably all kind of right. Seriously. Thank you for the likes. All I'm saying is, it's certainly something to discuss. And I've been watching the weather channels and certain weather, Fox Weather, and they're all saying there's something going on. Yeah, with Russia, a lot of people think that religious groups, maybe certain people in here, and I'm not judging, that God is doing these events to Russia. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that because I will just say this. As far as the war goes, I don't want to get off topic on today's live. These are not the Russian people. So why would God take it out on that? These are the people that live in Russia. Putin is the nutso, the crazy one, right? No, this is just some of the crazy earthquake that, it's happened before. And they're saying that earthquake of Russia, 8.8, is related to the volcano. However, they're saying that the animals, bison and deers and wolves, and beautiful Montana that was last year, they're leaving. And the experience of shaking air and water being exposed in Idaho is not related to Russia. I'm just reporting what the scientists are. But we talked about that 3 days ago. Who was on here when we watched that? Anybody? We talked about Yellowstone National Park a few days ago. It's on YouTube. There's some great YouTube channels talking about the animals leaving. Now, earthquake in New Jersey, where I'm from, New York, 3.0, not real big, but it's not like Jersey gets earthquakes all the time. Have they gotten them before? Absolutely. But a little odd. A little off, right? And now we got West Coast on fire. A lot of the Santa Barbara and the woods and it's on fire. And then you got the Grand Canyon that's been on fire for weeks. And and northern Nevada. And we have mountains here in Vegas. So you guys tell me, what's going on? What's going on? Is this all common in a couple weeks? I can see we had an earthquake last year, 8.8, so tsunami and all, and then now we'll be discussing about all this together. And these animals that are leaving, this is from people that have smartphones, iPhones. They're videoing it. Look, animals are leaving. Deers are looking at like in a headlight. Animals are leaving. Now, people will come on and say, well, animals left Yellowstone before. Yeah, maybe. It's probably right. I get it. By the way, I cracked, I don't know if I want to read it, 2 bones in my right knee. I fell in the backyard on a rock. And then I was on the ground. We didn't know what was there. But between you and Maribel, Crystal, oh my God, get better quick. So, you know about Maribel breaking her knee. And then the other day, she slipped on a olive oil that spilled in the garage. Get better, Crystal. Prayers for Crystal. This is upcoming Friday. Thomas Peterson says it's the end of times. Maybe not. You know, I will say this. I will respond, Thomas. And Thomas, by the way, God bless you, and I hope you're doing well. My wife said that earlier, but you know, real quickly, they've been saying the end of times, like, you know, I'm 59 years old. They've been talking about 1975. They've been talking about 1990, 2000, millennium, and we're still here. But certainly strange weather. Yeah, I hope not either, John. Ted Nugget says there is no evacuation on the West Coast. Ted, thank you for being here, and God bless you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Appreciate reporting that. I just heard before the live they were evacuating parts of Santa Barbara, San Robles. I think it's San Robles, and other parts of areas, Big Bear. So I've heard there's some evacuations, certainly in California, but you just say California on your defense. Maybe things have changed. Hopefully they did change. And hopefully they're getting these fires. I mean, once again, first responders and fire department, California, Arizona, and Nevada, Seattle. Those are the real heroes, right? Those are the real heroes. They got to fight these fires and win and some heat. Brian Santos, welcome, man. 8.8 last week. Yes, it was 8.8 earthquake. We covered that last week. Pretty big earthquake. And they're not saying that earthquake has anything to do with the fires, but it has something to do with the volcano in Russia and tsunamis for sure. Also, they're threatening to get a big tsunami in Russia. And also they're saying that earthquake in New Jersey, they haven't ruled it out yet. Yeah, there was an earthquake in New Jersey over the weekend, just 3.0. But still, it's an earthquake. You know, it's a warning. You know, it's up there. So, and then you have the animals in Montana at Yellowstone National Park leaving the area. And also people in Idaho they're watering their ground, and when they go to the ground, hello, Fabian, welcome in, Fabian. We have another moderator on here. When they go to water the ground in northern Idaho, they're feeling moisture and water, and like, wait a minute, honey, did you leave the hose on? So weird things are encountering in northern Idaho and Wyoming. So certainly weather is out there with these fires. And I thought it was important to go over this. Because when you're talking California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Seattle, that's a lot. Whoa, 1 year, forget about it already. 1 year. Shout out to a friend of mine, and a loyal moderator subscriber who has an awesome YouTube channel as well, celebrating 1 full year. 1 year of membership and his memberships 100% goes to the homeless. Thank you, Fabian. Thank you for being here for a little bit. Here's a good friend of mine right here. I wish I was in Mount Charleston now. 7 degrees, buddy. Adrian, anytime, it's on me. And thank you for that super chat. Speaking of a little friend, Adrian's one. Hey, Sal, go ahead and start this YouTube thing. So Adrian deserves a lot of credit to push me through. And also, I want to shout out to, I know Crystal probably doesn't want me to say this, but thank you so much for sponsoring today's live, many other lives, along with Ozzy Crosby, and many, many more. We appreciate Crystal Richmond and Janine, who's on here each and every time, taking her time to enjoy the lives and trying to, make sure that the channel goes in a decent direction. Thank you, Janine. And of course, we have Levin J, who's on shorts every day, along with Richard, our newest moderator, working hard and helping sponsoring these channels as well when they can. Thank you for the names I mentioned. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Fabian. 1 year. Wow, it goes by. Hope you're doing well, feeling well, and doing well on your YouTube channel. You got to do your homework. Let's hit that like button, people. 46 likes. Maribel will be like, what the hell's going on? You got to get those likes up. Fabian, say hello to Mr. Yeah, Adrian got me to do this. I don't know what's going on with the likes. They don't like the content, Maribel. I appreciate you guys being here. Once again, supporting the channel. If you're just coming in a little late, not too late, we're half hour in, intense wildfires. Most of the West Coast, all the way to Canada. Earthquake 8.8 a couple days ago in Russia. Volcano erupted in Russia. Canada's out of control. 16.3 million fires. Earthquake in my hometown, not my hometown, but in Jersey. All this is happening. Boom, 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 boom. Craziness. Weather happening. And a lot of people say, well, weather changes. But I agree, but not like this. It's completely gone. People just forget, I think, no way, not like this channel. I don't get it, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. The other night, we got about 200 likes. Appreciate that. Paul Warner is in here. Best channel on the internet. Paul, thank you for everything you do. You know what you do. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything and that you do, Paul. Appreciate it. And those words are worth more than anything. Thank you. Dustin Nunez in the house. We have another Dustin Nunez. Bryce, hello. And then, of course, we got Mike. Mike M in here. Mike M, I didn't see you. Mike probably didn't say hello to you yet either. Yeah, what you're looking at there, that's in Arizona. And let me just show you something else here. So this is, I got these photos earlier. This is here as parts of Santa Barbara. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is nuts. I mean, insane how the fires go just like that. And now it's dry here. Here, meaning Las Vegas, we have a mountain. So they're going to be on a red alert. Probably not going to let us barbecue. I was planning on going there Wednesday because it's so dry up there as well. And then, of course, the air quality is just really, really bad. A lot of people are coughing today, sneezing. Kind of crazy, guys. Kind of crazy. JC, hello, and Ardell. Ardell stops and says hello. Christine Fowler. If you're just coming in for the first time, we appreciate it. Terry dropping a $5 donation to help out the homeless. You owe me grease, BTW, owe me a grease night. I want you to be bad, Danny, and Miss Maribel, bad, Sandy. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Thank you so very much. You do not have to do that. And appreciate you, and I can't wait to get your shirts. And well, the question is, Terry, will you be wearing those shirts to the supermarket, to the post office, to the bank? Will you be wearing those Trump shirts out? Yes or no? Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, it's worth the topic here. You're not getting much coverage from the national news, but if you're just coming in today's video. We're live every day. We were covering the tsunami warnings in Hawaii the other day, earthquake in New Jersey. Montana's experienced animals smelling and leaving. Birds are flying out of there. Some people are feeling some shaking. They have a volcano at Yellowstone. Others are saying it's normal. Animals do leave every year. So that's what we're talking about. And so thank you very much. Now, did I miss something here? Oh, Karen sending a floated heart. Karen Merchant. Thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate you. Very nice of you. Thank you for help sponsoring along with Terry and Crystal and Adrian on today's live. We appreciate everybody to make this channel operate, and most real important, to operate so we can help out as many homeless as we can here in Las Vegas metropolitan area. By the way, we're feeling the air quality and smoke is why I'm inside tonight again. Air quality is pretty bad. I mean, zero. It's really bad. People are wearing their masks. But anyhow, if you're just coming in, lots of crazy weather. Arizona, over 100,000 acres in the Grand Canyon. Utah is on fire. Nevada, northern Nevada. Seattle, Idaho. And of course, Canada. 16.3 million acres are burning in Canada. Some would say global warming, climate change. Some would say weather changes. I'm kind of in between. Is it okay to be in between? Can I finally be in between? I'm in between. You know, where, you know, there might be something going on, but it's certainly weird times right now. I mean, you know, I asked some old timers, you know, the old timers. I have a client, 88 years old. I said, have you ever seen anything like this? He goes, you mean the fires? He said, yes. I go, what about animals leaving Montana? He goes, not as we're seeing now, but then again, he goes, we didn't have cell phone. I go, what about 8.8 earthquake? He goes, not really. I said, well, what about, you know, humidity in Puerto Rico and back east is high? He goes, we did, but not the length of the time. I go, what do you think? He goes, well, there might be something going on. That's what he said. Might be something going on. Because, you know, he definitely sees, you know, he's been around for a while and he's seen these weather is escalated. Because you guys, let's be honest, weather has been crazy. All right. I appreciate everybody being here. Be free to interact with each other and have some fun and become internet friends. Now, if you're new to the channel, only if you feel comfortable, let us know where you're coming in from. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it. LGBT for Trump is in the house. A lot of these fires are in Canada, right? Yes, LG. 16.3, but California, Arizona, Grand Canyon, Nevada, and Idaho and Seattle. I got to report this. You know, somebody's got to talk about this. Well, other people are talking about it, but John says, do I have to worry? Well, John, I don't know where you're at. Depending where you're at. If you're in Santa Barbara, they had some evacuations. Now, another comment earlier said there was no evacuations, but I heard from the local Santa Barbara news that there's evacuation. What's going on in Detroit? A lot of people here, a lot of subscribers from Detroit, Michigan area. Oregon's in the house. Beautiful Oregon. What's going on there in Oregon as far as fires, Christine? I heard there's reporting fires in Oregon. If you feel comfortable talking about that or putting a few comments in there in Oregon. Jess Garcia, first of all, Jess, thank you for your comment. Is from Arizona. Appreciate you, and God bless you and your family. Reporting from Arizona. Jess, what part of Arizona, and how's the air quality in that area, if you feel like comfortable talking about it? I heard that before, Nick. I just don't know who the hell he is. But thank you, I guess. Sal is the same time every day. Well, Barbara, first of all, thank you for your support and liking and subscribing. During the week, Barbara, around this time, a little later sometimes. Great question. Thank you for asking. On the weekends, I'm a little bit earlier. Weekends a little earlier. Sometimes as early as 11 Pacific time. I don't know if that helps you out too much, but yeah. Ozzy Ray's in the house. High of 80 in Bama today. Very nice in Alabama. Hello, Ozzy. Florida, sun like, yeah, you know, some parts of the nation is nicey nice. West Coast burning. And then you got Canada on fire, the volcanoes in Russia, and animals leaving in Yellowstone. I appreciate everybody being here, but that's what's happening here. That's what's happening. I just want to take a look here. Well, this was, I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm going to move my big nose out of the way. That was the volcano erupt this morning in Russia. That happened, and they said it's related, according to the scientists, related to the earthquake. Exploded. Just like that. Just like that. 8.8, and then a few days later, volcano explodes. They're on a tsunami alert. Tsunami was a warning in Hawaii. They had some high tides. California. And now fires. Ken Big Fish, and thank you for that membership if I haven't told you. It's 61 over here. Thank you, Lemon J. Wow, I'm reading Lemon J there. Our sideline meteorologist. Appreciate you being here. And then I want to go to another. So that there. Oh my, that's California. That's California. Look at it. Look at that. That's the air quality this afternoon. 105 in Arizona. About the same here, Jess, in Vegas. A little lighter. Air quality. Look at that air quality. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I went outside before my wife, Maribel. I said, you better wear your mask. You know, the mask. And she wore her mask today. She was coughing. And some people it affects. And for me, I didn't feel much. I could smell it, but it didn't really get into my chest too much. Yeah, James. Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, that's crazy. I want everybody to think about this. All these states. So, I mean, I know, oh, everybody had a camping fire. Everybody threw a cigarette. What the hell happened? What's going on? What's your thoughts? Anybody? We're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states. And Canada. And Puerto Rico, high humidity. And the geese and the goose, they're leaving Montana. And the wolves. And the bisons, they're all leaving recently. People are hearing sounds, feeling this shaking a little bit. Some people are taking it serious. Others are saying, it's nothing to be worried about. Yeah, Maribel says, you're not going to smoke tonight, are you? I said, well, yeah, I was going to do a live. She says, are you nuts? I said, okay. Don't Peek's in the house. Hello, Don't Peek. Now, if you're coming in and you're seeing some of these photos, here in the United States of America and Canada are having some major fires. 16.3 million acres have burned down in Canada. Prayers. In California, 65,000 acres. Santa Barbara. Arizona, over 100,000 acres. That's been burning for a few days. Grand Canyon on fire. Areas near Grand Canyon. Utah. Nevada, Mike M. Idaho. Seattle. Mega fire. Evacuation, volcano in Russia, tsunamis a couple of days ago, Russia 6.2 today, and a 6.8 yesterday from Lemon J. And that's it right there. That's what's happening in the last, up to today, which is Monday, and started a couple days ago. Now, what's your comments? What's your opinion? What's going on? Something going on. Stuff melting. Alaska. I witnessed in a glacier, ice was melting. Climate change. Global warming. A combination. None above. Weather changes. Coincidence. Whatever. Just be free. Be nice. Be respectful. No hate. And like to hear your thoughts. What you need to know, says climate change. Like to know your thoughts. What's going on? Are we at end of times? Are we closer to the end of times? What do you think? Is there something else that's causing this? Mountains on fire. Yes. Maybe the bomb that Trump dropped. Ardell. I heard that today in a meeting, Ardell. Heard that today. Somebody said it. I didn't expect that person to say it like that. Maybe the bomb. Everybody has their own thoughts. You know, we need to discuss this. But I mean, if you go on if you go on to YouTube and you look at Montana and you watch many people showing these animals leaving, that there rise my eyebrows when I see animals leaving. But then again, people can come there, well, Sal, they leave all every year. I don't know. I don't live in Montana. A friend of mine in Montana says, no, animals don't leave every year. I said, okay, do you hear anything? What do you mean, hear? Are you feeling any shaking? Yeah, it shakes a little bit. Ozzy says we will be talking about this next year too. Maybe worse, maybe less, maybe the same. Everybody has their different views. Super volcano. Yeah, the volcano today in Russia, that had to scare people, huh? Now that volcano, Lemon J, are you still here? Of course I am, Sal. Lemon J, when was the last time that volcano erupted, Lemon J? When was the last time, the question I have is the volcano. It erupted, earthquake today, Mama. Yeah, thank you, Lemon J. When was the last time Russia earthquake erupted? Last year, 10 years ago? 600 years, 500. So there you go. 600 years ago. Whoa. That's a long time. 600 years. Thank you, guys. 600 years. And as far as the, I'm inside. I got something going on in my eye. As far as the earthquake in New Jersey, they seem to be happening every couple years now. So it's really nothing new. But I lived there 26 years ago. I never remember an earthquake. So, you know, weird things are happening. It's mentioning. It's good to discuss these kind of things. That's a lot of years, though, in Russia. So now they are in. We'll go from fire now to tsunamis. They're on a high red alert for tsunami warning in Russia. No cigar tonight. The air quality is too bad, according to Maribel. Don't peek. She's no cigar. Maybe later. All right. Earthquakes were bad in the 70s, and that is a fact. I remember the Oakland A's. I remember watching. I already can see the guy batting already. I'm trying to think of his name. Yeah, major earthquakes in the 70s. And then they kind of got quiet, and then they came back. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I got something in my eye, and I'll be right back. Actually, what I'll do is no, allergies, Maribel, allergies. Yeah, they know about the humidity in Puerto Rico. My wife wants to bring everybody up to date to Puerto Rico that they have some high temperatures in Puerto Rico where she's from, and something they haven't seen in many, many years. I thought I mentioned that, but mentioned again, in Puerto Rico's experienced very hotter than normal temperatures. That hasn't happened in a while, and higher humidity in the island of Puerto Rico in that area. So, it's worth talking about it. And it's strange that all these fires are developing all at once. All at once. So, interesting. Oh, don't peek. I understand. And God bless your son and your husband and hope he's doing good. Appreciate you being here tonight for a little bit. Thank you, Don't Peek. Shout out to Don't Peek and our beautiful son and our husband. I expected a lot of different comments on today, and we're getting them. And you're entitled. Everybody has their own thoughts. Hot as hell, somebody says. Hot as hell. So we'll see if I can go camping Thursday. Because we have mountains in Las Vegas. We'll have to see how the fire restrictions are there. All right, I'll read a couple comments here. Thank you so much for supporting this live for an hour. We appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope everybody's doing well on this Monday. Had a great weekend. Maribel's doing okay, Don't Pete. Thank you. She's doing okay. She had a little fall, but she's doing pretty good. She's playing with the birds tonight, Don't Peek. 7-mile-per-hour wind in Santa Barbara. Beautiful Santa Barbara. If you haven't been to Santa Barbara, it's beautiful. Let's not go right now, though. But yeah, that's where it started. Well, that's what I heard first was Santa Barbara. And then, we heard about Arizona and so on and so forth. Everyone double tap this. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Ken Big Fish, and thank you so much. Appreciate it. I can't imagine 20. I couldn't imagine 2030 either. That's 5 more years. That makes me 5 years older. I certainly will, Don't Peek. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Trump going to beat up the sun. He's mad. Welcome in, everybody. Different comments. I'm hoping, Ozzy. I'm hoping, me too. If I play my cards right. If I play them wrong, Ozzy, then I won't be retired. What do you want from me? Appreciate everybody on here tonight. And as Lemon J put up, thumbs up if you like the video. Appreciate it. If you enjoy the content, we are live every day around this time of the night on the weekdays. We cover the latest weather. As of now, we're covering crazy weather right now that's happening. Anything from earthquakes to fire, tsunamis. We also cover crime and what's happening. Speaking of Montana, the guy in Montana, mass shootings lately. We've been covering mass shootings. And of course, we talk a lot what's going on with Trump and politics on both sides. It's not about being fair that I'm fair. It's who I am. And I will, talk, call myself out. So that's what we do. But at the end of the day, we help out the homelessness. A great short that I put on today. Shout out to my wife, Maribel. Maribel says, give her this little, what's it called, Maribel? The purse, sag bag. She said, don't be cheap. Put some money in there. What's that called, Maribel, that bag? The bag. She goes, don't be cheap. Put some money in there. And the lady goes, thank you so much. I'm going to be getting off the street. So we helped out as many as we could. Some people we see regular. I will share this with you guys. Oh, what about the mob attack in Cincinnati? What about it? I didn't hear about that. I'm going to share something, guys. I'm going to do a live. I'm going to try my hardest. Either this weekend, when I get home from camping, maybe this week or this weekend, stay with me, to show you on how there's not many homeless. Why? Well, we've helped that much. Churches. But the government here that I'm making homeless awareness, I'm just small. A lot of other YouTubers, a lot of other voices who don't have a channel are getting out there and they're starting to get help. And also President Trump, love him, hate him, don't care. He's actually pushing, trying to fight mental illness and getting these people. So they're now trying to they're putting like fences up on the streets, where I go, and there are less and less homeless people. And that's good. You know, we can't help out the world, as a lot of you guys will say, but we can only try. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So thank you so much. Gumboots wants to say hello. 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 Yeah. And speaking of homeless, you know, with the air quality here in Vegas, and no, there's no fires in Vegas. We do have mountains that get on fire, but the homeless people that are out on the street are feeling it. So I'm going to get some face masks and things like that I had left over from the pandemic. So welcome in, everybody. That's what we talk about on this channel. Ardell, yes. Yes, 100,000%. Ardell, you're right. Thank you, Ozzy. I heard Las Vegas is tanking. You heard correctly. They are tanking. That is true. I have a video we discussed a week ago. We even talk about Las Vegas. That's what we do on here. Las Vegas is going down. But I'm not going to talk about it tonight. But we're going to have another live. And I'll be doing a live and showing you how and why Vegas is tanking. But I do have a live videos up for Vegas a week ago showing what's going on in Vegas. All right, we'll continue. Let's see here. What's going on in Cincinnati? There was a mob of black people in Cincinnati that attacked a white couple, beat them to near death. See, I didn't hear that. LGBT for Trump. And once again, thank you for being here. Didn't hear that. That's sad when people do that kind of all race. You know, you see it all the time from different nationalities. We see these mass shootings from blacks, Italians, Irish, hillbillies, and get, you know, the mind that, thank you for bringing that up to me, you and Ozzy, about the Cincinnati. It's just crazy, guys. It seems like every day, Georgia, there was kids who got shot last night. One lost their life. Oh, Richard, thank you for communication. Don't worry about it. Naomi, if you were timed out, Richard, it was an accident. You didn't do anything wrong. We appreciate it. Hopefully you come back on this live, assuming it was on for a little bit. One thing, I'm glad you said, Richard, because one thing I want to say, moderators, once in a while, you can't do anything wrong. We know that. Particularly when I do a lot of politics, you know, Maribel accidentally, I think it was Maribel or Glorabel, my daughter, I don't know. You know, as long as there's not any threats on the president of the United States or any president, you know, people are entitled to their own opinion, but there's nothing you can really do wrong. But I would suggest if it's something like a, use your own thought. Maybe we can time them out just for a little bit. And then if it's something really bad, maybe in an hour before we just take them right off the channel. Just wanted to throw that out there because I did get an email from YouTube saying, you know, on some of the things that, not just our channel, but all the channels on, you know, on some of the certain people that come in and YouTube algorithm works. Let's continue. Well, Richard, thank you for your communication. I appreciate it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure Naomi is okay with it, and hopefully she'll come back on. I'll be gladly to send money to keep my membership up. I said, Terry, that was, don't worry, but you've done so much. you're good for 1 month, and if you want to continue another month, it's great. If you don't want it, it's great. Love having you here, and thank you. So appreciate it. It was really nice of Crystal. And by the way, when people donate memberships like Crystal does quite often, we don't pick who's getting the memberships. You know, it could be put out to anybody at any time. It's usually people that are on the live at the time. Just wanted to put that out there. So, speaking of membership, shout out to Ozzy Crosby for renewing his membership yesterday. So thank you, Ozzy Crosby, and certainly both Ozzies, or 3 Ozzies we have, a bunch of Ozzies, and also Fabian for 1 year. So shout out to Fabian. Thank you for being here. All right. Once again, we got 92 likes. Appreciate you guys being here. And also shout out to Adrian, who helped me get started, who came in here and helped sponsor today's live. So, all right. So anyhow, that's what's going on tonight. Everybody has their own thoughts. I got to say, it's definitely interesting. I mean, interesting how all these fires are occurring all at once. A little weird to me, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Now, I just want to say thank you to Neo. A $2 super chat. Appreciate you so much. Contribution. Thanks for all. We appreciate that donation, and once again, helps out the homeless. Thank you for your donation and all your support and supporting these lives. Good person there. Very, very nice. Very nice. Thank you. And as Terry says, hello, Ozzy. Alabama's in the house. Yeah, we have many people from Alabama. Now, make sure, if you're new to the channel, make sure you have all notifications, because we cover almost everything that's, you know, top stories that's heading out. Sometimes things you don't hear on the news, we discuss. We have Democrats, we have Republicans, Independents. We're all one, as long as everybody's kind of respectful. Certainly don't judge anybody on here. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, it was nice to see Don't Peek in here, first of all, and to see those red, white, and blue hearts in the flag. Don't Peek. Love you, my friend. Very nice to see. I know you've been very busy with your son and your family, and you should be. That's number uno. Nice to see that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yes, lovebirds. Thank you. Omar Ray wants to stop in. Loyal subscriber, longtime supporter. Lenore says, hello. Hello, hello. Now I'm going to get some tea. But yeah, I'm not outside tonight because of the fires. Got to cut back on cigars a little bit, my wife says. Cut them back. The doctor says you'll live 5 more years. Okay. Now we have 313 in the chat. Once again, some great lives. All because it starts with the moderators, right? And shout out to Mike M. Another one who really doesn't get enough credit for getting me to push out these lives way back when. But it's all because of my, you guys liking and subscribing and sharing the videos. Not necessarily the live video, but the shorts. And it's all because of you guys. I appreciate it as we get more and more. Mike, thank you so much. Memberships, yes. $1.99. We appreciate it, as the support and the membership for the month helps out. Could help out water for a homeless and that kind of stuff. Just think about that. So, thank you, Mike M. But anyhow, yeah, thank you so much for all your support. We'll stay live a little bit longer as my wife is fighting with the birds downstairs, or arguing with the birds, or chatting with the birds, whatever you want to say. Yeah, great mods on here. You know, you hear a lot of channels, Terry. You hear a lot of, oh, we have the great mods. And guess what? When they say they have the great mods, that's good. That means they have good mods. When you hear a YouTuber out there saying that. So, oh, what's burning? Blanco 1. Blanco 1, how are you? Good to see you. Parts of California and Utah and Idaho, and also in Canada. Ozzy, that dog was just a nice dog. Went back and gave him some dog food. I know a lot of you. I didn't put back the video. Went back, gave him some dog food. The lady actually got off the street literally right after that, guys. Made her day. we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We made her day. She was very, very happy. That had all to do with Maribel. You know, Maribel says, don't be cheap. Put some money in that bag, and we helped her out. So, I'm in LA, lucky nothing nearby. Now, Blanco 1, that's good to hear. I think the fires are more to the north, Santa Barbara. Sal Capano, in 7 days, 6 years, I'm subscribed to you, I think, for, wow, amazing. Amazing. Don't peek, you've been here. Appreciate everything you do. And having a baby and, you know, being married and, you know, and it's tough. So I appreciate you being here when you can. Thank you so much. Damn, your channel is full of crap. I didn't have to say anything, and Janine just did it. Forget about it. I can see you no more. So, yeah, you know, people, we have these little people, a.k.a. trolls. I call them little people. Appreciate that. Everybody has their, they want to get their, they want to express things. You know, they just have to do it. And just, you know, that's a good, sad person. Yeah. I wish that person well, though. I really mean that. People think I'm full of shit. I do. I wish people well. Everybody has a bad day, but we're not going to tolerate a negative like that. Everybody has a bad day. All right. Max is in the house. Hello, Max. Songbirdy27 stops in and says hello. Right back to you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We have 96 likes. Can we get 100 likes? We probably will. We probably will. Look at that tree. I hate to see the fires, though, man. Fires. I mean, only fires I like to see is when I go camping, to barbecue, and to stay warm. Yeah, I don't like to see what's happening right now. Our prayers are with the states that are on fire, certain cities and counties. Cindy Powers is in the house. Hello, Cindy. What's burning? Parts of California and Santa Barbara, Cindy. We have 16.3 million acres in Canada. Arizona near the Grand Canyon, 100,000 acres. A quarter of it's contained. Utah, Nevada, Idaho, and Seattle, all on fire. In different parts. And some areas is controlled, Cindy, some is not. Dry season, we've been discussing that. Others say maybe climate change. Some people are in between. And that's what's going on, Gloria. Hello, Gloria. Gloria. Love the name Gloria. Nice to see Gloria. So that's what's going on. And we're also adding to the major earthquake in Russia a few days ago. A volcano erupted for 500, 600 years. Earthquake in Jersey, my hometown, 3.0. Nothing serious, but to mention. Animals leaving in Yellowstone. People in Idaho, northern Idaho, feel like it's water underneath the ground and it's not raining. And other weird events. My sister, steroids in Oceanside, and aunt in Sherman Oaks. So weird stuff is happening. Utah fire. Lemon J, thank you for putting that in there. Appreciate that. Yes, evacuation road closures and Route 144. Fires on the steep of incline mountains side. And then my wife wants to come in and says, hello, hello, hello. And yes, Maribel, bad smoke here. Maribel witnessed that. And it's pretty bad here. Where's here? In Las Vegas. Here is Las Vegas. It's burned out there as long as I have been alive. Just more people living where the fires are now. Interesting, and it's a fair comment. It is a fair comment. It's true. Is Sherman Oaks okay? Yeah, so these states are that I mentioned are having fires now. Some are contained, somewhat contained, but others aren't. Shout out to the firefighters who have to risk their lives out there fighting these fires that are, you know, all over Northern California and Utah. So our prayers are with those firefighters, the firemen and women out there risking their lives as You know, it's the time of the year where you have a lot of places being dry and you're going to have fires. I get it. We get it. But it seems to be a lot of states all at once. And I thought it was mentioned to talk about it. And earthquake, very serious earthquake in Florida, tsunami warnings. But, you know, at the end of the day, at least it didn't affect Hawaii too bad or California. So that was good to report that it wasn't that bad. But now the volcano happened. I'm not a meteorologist, but is that going to mess up some of the tsunamis? And with that, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. My heart goes out to all the same, yes. All right, I just want to check out something here real quick. Okay, so now I appreciate everybody new, like and subscribing. If you're new to the channel, we appreciate you. Like and subscribe and come on board. You'll find out we are live every night. Be free to interact with everybody on here. We're covering the latest topics of most recently the weather and earthquakes. And unfortunately, I'm sure we're going to have hurricanes. That's coming up. I'm here in Las Vegas. We help out the homeless when we can. All memberships, 100%, as Mike M., our loyal moderator and subscriber, alluding in the message, support goes and fights the homelessness. We have shorts every day, almost every day on the short panel. If you have time, like and subscribe. And share the video if you find it, if you enjoy it and you want to share and make homeless awareness. I would appreciate it on behalf of me and Maribel and our moderators and everybody who supports this channel. If you can support and share those short videos out there to make more homeless awareness, we appreciate it. But we cover that along with politics and what's going on in the world of Trump and MAGA. And I will call him out at any time. Doesn't matter if I'm a supporter or not. I will call out local officials, Democrats. My wife knows I have a big mouth. I call out the Italian governor. I call myself out, and I think they need to be called out. People need to be called out to know when they're doing wrong, in my opinion, and that's how you make it better. And so anyhow, if you like any of that kind of talk where we kind of keep it real on here, then you found the right channel. A lot of people say, well, here we go, a mega station. No, we are an American station. We are an American station, and that's that. So, now, Robert Epstein files, we talked about that yesterday, Robert, and there was much to talk about. We had a record-breaking 200,000, Mike M. 200,000. Mike said, I'm aware of that, Sal. And views. That broke a record. So thank you, everybody who participated in that live. That was amazing. I mean, that's I checked some of the bigger channels like the Stephen Gardners and stuff, and that was up there. So that was very, very nice. And we talked about the Epstein yesterday. So it was a great live. And we'll be covering it again. But tonight we're covering, what's happening in the world with fires. And a lot of people say this will be happening again. It's happened before. A little unusual for different states. Most people would say that. And in Canada. But it's something to discuss, and of course, hot weather all over the back east, including Puerto Rico and that kind of stuff. So, I appreciate everybody. Has Chicken Nugget in the house. If I missed you, Chicken Nugget, I'm sorry. Oh, NBL is now. This is Chicken Nugget. Okay, got it. NBL is now Chicken Nugget. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting us know. So, appreciate every single one of you. Now, I'm gonna wrap things up, guys. I appreciate, once again, Crystal and Adrian and Terry. Appreciate everybody help sponsoring today's live. And of course, our big supporter, Ozzy, and many, many more. Janine, thank you so very, very much for everything you do. Mike, what would we do without you? And Lemon J, what can I say? Thank you for all your support on my shorts and communicating on the when we're doing these lives. It really does, Lemon J, help me, continue speaking with my big mouth, where you can give us the inside information instead of getting my laptop out. So I appreciate it. Yes. And congratulations to Fabian. I don't know if he's still on here. 1 year anniversary. And then once again, Ozzy Crosby and Richard. Richard, what would we do without you, Richard? Thanks for your communication letting us know I accidentally timed somebody out. Very nice. He didn't have to say that, and he did, and he's sorry. Things happen. We're not perfect. We mess up once in a while. That's the way it goes. 107 likes. Can we get to 110? That's the question. So, Sal, this is only my business account. NBA. Okay, got it, Chicken Nugget. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for your all your support and letting us know. Your business account, 108. We got 108 likes on fires. Fires in the sky. Smoke in the water. Deep Purple. Yeah, guys, I shouldn't be joking, though. This is some serious situation. Let me just say this. Let me end this. Our deepest prayers are with Canada and California, Northern Nevada, Idaho, Seattle, Utah, Grand Canyon. Our deepest prayers, and with the firefighters and people in that area, may they, hopefully everything's fine. We don't get any reported anybody getting injured or deaths. And once again, Mother Nature. You just don't know what you're going to expect sometimes. You just don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have all the notifications checked on live. We're going to be covering a story tomorrow. I do work a little late. I'm going to be talking about some things on some of these mass shootings that we're developing all over the states. There was one in Georgia last night, teenagers, and one is deceased. I was actually going to discuss that tonight, but I thought I wanted to get into these fires. Why is there so many mass shootings happening? We know we have a lot of internet and YouTube and Facebook and news outlets, but certainly the younger generation is, it's happening more. And these poor kids out there, 14 years old, I believe, in Georgia, losing their life late last night. I almost came on and talked about it. And it's sad. So we're going to be covering some of those developing stories at some point tomorrow. Appreciate you subbing. Thank you for everybody who subbed tonight. If you like camping videos, yeah, we do that too. I'll be camping in, and we'll be covering today's top stories even on the camping, but we'll also do a late night under the fire and have some fun. It's not a great turnout, but it's something that I like to enjoy, and we'll be doing that. So thank you, everybody, for supporting this channel. Go spend time with my wife and spend time with your family, your partner, your husband, your wife, your kids, your grandkids, and yourself sometimes. It's important, guys. I've always said do that first before you go on your Facebook, your YouTube, the newspaper, TV, guys. Remember that. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Like and subscribe. Love yous all. Be safe. Prayer for everybody. I'll see you on the next live. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mike M. Thank you, Lemon J. Thank you, guys. Yes, I seen that Italian food. Yes. Love you, Crystal. Say hello to Isabel. Ciao, ciao. Molto bene. Buonanotte, White Line. Buonanotte. And buonanotte. Good night, my Italian friends. Take care. God bless.